Good afternoon and welcome to this Conyers Christmas 2020 Assembly. And this has been a year like no other year. And we're going to start with a contribution from the Conyers Choir. Thank you.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. Once bitter and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? While it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I loved you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'll fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special.
So that was the Conyers Choir singing Wham's Last Christmas. Of course, normally we would be enjoying the choir at the school carol service. So it's not really a second best, but it's lovely to hear all that amazing musical talent. Now, it's been all over the newspapers. Is Christmas going to be cancelled? And we're still maybe concerned that the government will change arrangements for Christmas this year. But as we go through this assembly, one of the things I'd like you to be thinking about is it possible to cancel Christmas? So we had a lot of fun this week. Wednesday was Christmas jumper day. We had a delicious Christmas dinner with thanks to our amazing kitchen staff. And there was a whole band of elves and a single Santa making fools of themselves. A lot of fun was had. And it had a purpose, because actually it was part of what we do as a school to be generous to our local community. A lot of money was raised through the non-uniform day. You can see that van absolutely packed jam full with vital stuff and presents as part of the Mission Christmas, TFM's Mission Christmas. We've sent over £500 to Middlesbrough, to Billingham Food Bank. That's the largest amount of money we've ever sent to the food bank, making a difference for families who have struggled to put food on their plates at Christmas time. And there's not a picture, but also from Yarn Lions, where again, a contribution of over £500 to the work that they do in bringing Christmas to families in our area. So thank you to everybody in our community who's contributed to those campaigns, because Christmas is a time to be generous. And it's not just in terms of money, but also in terms of messages. One of the things we normally do at Christmas time is go into our local care homes. We've not been able to do that. But what we have been able to do is send some lovely messages. And there are some examples. I know these are terrible times, and you are unable to be with your loved ones. But I hope you'll remember that you aren't alone. You will all be in our hearts till the end of the earth. From me and Conyers School, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And those are sentiments that we'd all like to hear, but particularly those people who are on their own. So again, thank you to all the students who got involved in writing messages to the residents of our local care homes.
Christmas by John Betjeman. The bells of waiting Advent ring, the tortoise stove is lit again, and lamp oil light across the night has caught the streaks of winter rain. In many a stained glass window sheen, from Crimson Lake to Hooker's Green. The holly in the windy hedge, and round the manor house the yew, will soon be stripped to deck the ledge, the altar, font and arch and pew, so that the villagers can say, the church looks nice on Christmas Day. Provincial public houses blaze, and corporation tramcars clang. On lighted tenements I gaze, where paper decorations hang, and bunting in the red town hall says, Merry Christmas to you all. And London shops on Christmas Eve are strung with silver bells and flowers, as hurrying clerks the city leave to pigeon-haunted classic towers, and marbled clouds go scudding by the many-steepled London sky. And girls in slacks remember dad, and oafish louts remember mum, and sleepless children's hearts are glad, and Christmas morning bells say, come, even to shining ones who dwell safe in the Dorchester Hotel. And is it true? And is it true? This most tremendous tale of all, seen in a stained glass window's hue, a baby in an ox's stall, the maker of the stars and sea, become a child on earth for me. And is it true? For if it is, no loving fingers tying strings around those tissued fripperies, the sweet and silly Christmas things, bath salts, an inexpensive scent, and hideous tie so kindly meant. No love that in a family dwells, no carolling in the frosty air, nor all the steeple shaking bells can with this single truth compare, that God was man in Palestine and lives today in bread and wine.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Spellman. That's a reading that we usually hear at the carol service. Also, we listen to carols. So we're going to hear the Conyers School Carol again, Sing Away in a Manger. You may wish to sing along yourself at home, particularly if you're the only person in the room, because then no one needs to listen to it. I will not do that. You'll be pleased about that.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Conyers choir and band. So the question that Betjeman asked in his poem was, is it true? And that's a question for all of us to answer. And to do that, we need to look at evidence. And there are 3 bits of evidence here that I'd like you to think about. So the first reference to somebody important being born in Bethlehem comes in the prophet Micah in the Old Testament. This is written more than 600 years before the birth of Jesus. And Micah writes, "But you, Bethlehem, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel." So there's an ancient prophecy that points to something happening of great importance in Bethlehem. And then if we fast forward and we look at the Gospels, we look at Luke's Gospel, Luke talks in great detail about a couple, Mary and Joseph, travelling to Bethlehem. And Matthew takes over and talks about some wise men coming from a long way away to see Jesus born in Bethlehem. So 3 bits of evidence there that would say yes, something amazing was and did happen in Bethlehem. So if it's true, what does that mean? Well, Betjeman makes it clear in his poem that nothing can compare to God coming to earth as a man. The wise men gave us a very interesting example. They travelled a long distance, and then when they saw the baby Jesus, they worshipped him. And none of those things can be cancelled. So Christmas is going to be different this year. No carol service. No visits to care homes. Very restricted getting together over the next fortnight. But those things that happened many years ago, they cannot be cancelled. You can't cancel people worshipping Jesus. And I would say that what Jesus said and did is very much worth investigating and listening to. There are 3 quotes there of his. He said, "Blessed are the peacemakers. Love your enemies as yourself. Whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant." Aren't those things that we'd like to see more of? Not just at this time of the year, but always. More peace. More love for others. More people serving other people. So I hope you'll agree with me that Christmas this year is not being cancelled. It will be different. Really important that we do all we can to keep ourselves and our families safe. And you'll have seen that image before, hands, face and space. Protect yourselves, protect your loved ones and protect everyone. Not just in our school community, but in our town. We can all take opportunities to help others, to be peacemakers. When you're wanting to fight with your brothers or sisters, is that necessarily the right thing to be doing this Christmas holiday? Is it ever the right thing to be doing? We can show love to others. And we can look to serve others, especially those who find Christmas a difficult time of the year. And that's one of the reasons I'm so impressed with the work that with the Armed Lions, with the food bank, with the local care homes, with the TFM Mission Christmas. All examples of Conyers community making Christmas a better time for those for whom it is a difficult time. And we can all, like the wise men and shepherds, look further into the "is it true" question that Betjeman gave us to answer. And so to finish with, we're going to have a contribution from the Conyers band, and a question for you as you listen to this. There are 3 carols hidden in this musical piece, and I wonder if you can identify those 3 carols, and I will give the answer at the end. So the pictures are a clue. I should have mentioned that at the start, but in the middle was a very short excerpt from I Saw Three Ships. Sandwiching that were 2 excerpts from We Three Kings of Orient Are, and at the start and at the end was O Come All Ye Faithful, or in the original Latin, Venite Adoramus. So I hope you got those questions right, and all it leaves me to do is to wish you and your family a very happy Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you in what we hope will be a less challenging 2021. Thank you.